Hello everyone, my name is Evan, and you're watching EM Enclosures. Today, I'm going to be showing you some of my new reptiles and amphibians that I just got at the recent expo that I went to. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen these already, but today we're going to be doing a little more of an in-depth showing of these animals, so let's get right into it. Just so you guys are aware, these are temporary enclosures. I got these guys about 3 days ago at the reptile expo that I went to, so these are not going to be their forever homes, obviously. As you can see, there's a tank right there that is ready for one of the frogs. Um, but yeah, so let's just get right into it. This right here, in this enclosure, in this container, I should say, we have a strawberry Pac-Man frog. As you can see right there, it's still a juvenile, but he's eaten every day that I've fed him, doing very well. And yeah, so that was one of the frogs that I got. Put him back over here. Now the second frog that I got is in this enclosure. We have ourselves a little tiny juvenile tomato frog. You can see right there. He's also doing very well. Just a nice little tomato frog. Also going to be going in an enclosure this size very soon. And now that the amphibians are out of the way, the third and final thing that I got at the Reptile Expo are these. In this enclosure, there are three morning geckos. Now, if you don't know what morning geckos are, they are a very small species of gecko, and they they stay around like 2 inches to 3 inches maybe as adults, very small, and almost all of these geckos are females. The males are very hard to come by, and if they are found, they are almost always infertile. So the females have found another way to reproduce asexually. So what they do is they find another female, they sort of rub against each other to start the process, and then they produce asexually. And instead of putting 50% of their DNA and then 50% of the father's DNA to make the baby, they just put 100% of their DNA into the baby and basically make a clone of themselves. So these lizards, these geckos, are very easy to breed as long as you have more than one, and I have three in here. So I'm going to be starting to get babies, hopefully soon, from this trio. Now, these geckos are very fast and very small, so you can't really hold them or like keep them out too long. They're very hard to keep track of. But they are a very interesting species of gecko. They're very interesting to watch and watch run around, eat fruit flies, stuff like that. They eat not only do they eat the fruit flies, they also eat the uh the fruit diet that the crested gecko also eats. So they're pretty pretty simple little geckos. Now I'm gonna attempt to maybe grab one for you guys to see, but I don't know how well that will go. There is a gecko inside of here. I don't know if you can see it right there. Very, very small species. Place this right back in there. Here we are. Here is one of the morning geckos, which just ran. These geckos are very hard to keep track of. They're so little and so fast. But as you can see, they're a very cool species of gecko. I'm gonna get this guy back as he just jumps on the floor again. Or get this girl back, I should say. There we go. Right back into the enclosure. So, as you saw from that, they are very quick. You cannot keep your eye off of them for 1 second or they will get away from you. Um, so you do have to be careful if you do handle them. I do want to try to work with these guys so I can get them tamed down so I can handle them without being too worried about them running away. It will be easier with the captive bred babies that I end up getting. And I will end up be selling these captive bred babies on my morph market. So there will be a link in the description that goes to my morph market. There's nothing on there right now, and there probably won't be for a few more months. But if you want to go check that out and just be ready for when I do have some baby lizards and geckos on there, I'm going to be having the morning geckos. I'm also going to be breeding leopard geckos when their breeding season starts next year. And I have a few other ideas for other projects that I want to do, so stay tuned for all that. But that concludes all of the reptiles and amphibians that I got at the reptile expo. But there is one more thing that I would like to show you. In this little container, we have springtails. Now, I don't know if you can see them in there running around, but there's a whole bunch of them in here. And I'm going to hopefully get these guys to reproduce and get a whole bunch more springtails. And then we're going to start bioactive enclosures. So the very first bioactive enclosure that will be done will be for these morning geckos right here. They will be getting a 12 by 12 by 18, which is plenty big enough for these little tiny geckos. And I will be making a video showing how to make a fully bioactive enclosure for these geckos. So stay tuned for that. So if you did enjoy this video, please do consider subscribing and hitting that like button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other future videos. I'm trying to post at least once a week. And yeah, so just stay tuned for all my future videos. Make sure you check out my morph market in the description below. I'll also have links to my Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. So make sure you go check out my other platforms because I do post on those more frequently. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.